Fitness has always been a topic of mine, and sometimes it's really close to me, and sometimes it's a real distant topic. But we have the opportunity to talk with two fine individuals here in Enid, dealing with a term or a name called Hotworx. To my immediate left, we have Delrae Cramer, who is the owner of Hotworx, located on West Chestnut. I think it's West Chestnut, if you will. And then Jenna McKinney is, she was kind of my personal trainer as I had the opportunity to visit Hotworx. And so, ladies, thank you both for being here. You look nice and fit, ready to go. So this Hotworx thing must be working. Well, right off the bat, Delrae, as a business owner, why Hotworx, and kind of explain what Hotworx with an X is.
So Hotworx is a 24-hour infrared fitness studio, and what we do is we combine isometric workouts with infrared heat. The reason that it's here in Enid is because my husband and I are native to Enid, and when we saw this concept, we just kind of fell in love with it, and it was something that Enid didn't have, and we loved the idea of it and all the benefits that it has, and so that's why it's here. But we just specialize in providing a great workout in infrared heat, and that's what we do.
We'll talk a little bit later on about the heat experience and the benefits of that. So Jenna, just kind of walk us through the Hotworx experience. You walk into the studio, in kind of in general terms, what is the person going to experience?
Well, first and foremost, you will experience a family atmosphere. I really pride myself and Delrae and the girls on being able to take care of our family, who we consider. And when you come in, depending on what you want to do, we have a couple different options. So we have what we call HIIT classes, so high intensity interval training, which is going to be about a 15-minute workout. So if you are one of those people that you have to come in on your lunch break, or you're in between dropping kids off at soccer practice, come in, get the most workout in the less time you can. Or we also have a little bit longer classes. They're roughly 40 minutes, and they go from yoga, Pilates, classes that are just for your core. We also have what we call the FX zone. So there are free weights. We have like TRX bands and kettlebells and battle ropes, any of those things. So you can get a full rounded workout on your schedule, being a 24-hour facility.
Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, as you notice, we had some of the B-roll footage. There we go. Inside the studio there, as Jenna was explaining to this. So a question to Delrae. It was 125 degrees when I was inside one of those ovens. No, I'm sorry, not ovens, but one of those warm rooms doing the workout. And I agree that if it's a heated environment, you're definitely going to sweat more, but there's something special about this heat. But in general, what is the benefit of this exercise?
The benefit
with that heat environment?
So the heated environment, the main difference between us and a traditional hot yoga class is the infrared heat. That infrared heat heats you from the core, whereas if you're outside in the Oklahoma heat or you're in a traditional hot yoga, that's convection heat. It heats the air, which heats your skin, so you sweat from the skin down. Infrared heat works the opposite. We heat your core up first, you sweat from the inside out. So the benefit that you're getting is you're going to get an accelerated calorie burn, but you're also going to get a detox. And that's something you can't get anywhere else, is that detox. But that's the benefit of the infrared heat.
I don't know if this is the right comparison, but here in Oklahoma, we say that we have a real hot and humid heat, and it's not a Phoenix, Arizona dry heat. And when I was doing the yard the other day, mowing the yard, it was hot and it was humid, and I was just drenched. It was just pretty miserable. But when I was doing one of the workouts at Hotworx, it was different, but it was sure miserably hot. But it was a different kind of hot. That's all I can say. You have to kind of experience that. Jenna, let me go back to you. Besides being in one of the rooms to spin or do an exercise segment with the bike, there's the rowing machine that I was involved in. Then I guess there's a stretching or a yoga room. What else can people do? Say that, well, I'm not so mobile and I can't really spin on a bike anymore, or I can't really do the rowing machine. What else can people really focus on?
Right, so we have a lot of different people that come to us. One of the benefits of the infrared is the pain management and the recovery process of that. So, I mean, we have people that 67 years old, and all they can do is literally just come sit in a sauna. And that alone is exponentially better than not sitting in a sauna. So they could do that. They could come in, do their own workout if they have like a workout that they love to do, or they could come in and approach us and say, you know, I'm not so good at this. Do you have any ideas? We have a video that we call a silent trainer that gives you different ideas for workouts, or different posters of workouts that you can do if you just need to come in and lift a medicine ball. If that's your workout, then that's what you've got. So we have a bunch of different varieties that cover a lot of different styles of workouts.
Delrae, as the business owner, I'm sure you get feedback from time to time from individuals saying, boy, this was more difficult of a workout, but you probably get some responses that people are starting to feel better. I mean, what are some of the, I guess, testimonies that you're hearing from people that maybe they just had backache and now they can stretch more or whatever?
Yeah, we actually have quite a few from members who have been coming, you know, like on a consistent basis. And by consistent, I mean, you know, 2 or 3 times a week. My mother-in-law is one. She has gout in her joints, and her pain has gone. It's no longer an issue for her, but she comes from Ames, Oklahoma to come and work out with us. Okay. Another one would be, you know, my parents are great examples. They are not people who like to work out at all. And so, of course, you know, since I opened this up, they're going to give it a try. Well, my mom loves it because she has, you know, she notices that she has more energy throughout the day. And my dad, he has noticed that he sleeps a lot better at night, a lot more soundly. We have another lady who has, well, we actually have a couple who have fibromyalgia, and they swear by it for the pain management. We have a lot of people who come because they have arthritis, and it has just, you know, infrared heat has been proven to help with inflammation in the body. And so any kind of pain that is inflammation related, such as arthritis, RA, lupus, fibromyalgia, those kind of things, it helps alleviate that pain. In no way are we saying that it cures those things, but it does help with the pain management. And we have a lot of people who come in and have noticed immediate results. And go ahead.
I was going to say, when you're talking about people coming in, I was going to refer to Jenna on this.
Sure.
My understanding is the studio is 24/7. So how does that work? You know, if somebody say, well, the only time I can exercise is 5 o'clock in the morning before I go to work, how does this work?
Right, so all of our saunas, they run on virtual instructors, which is it's really convenient for the people that are constantly on a go or have a set schedule. So what they do is they just run on a loop 24/7. So when you become a member, you get a code to the door, and that allows you to enter. And you even we have a burn-off app that you can have on your phone, and you can book a room or set up your own time. You can see how many people will be in there with you. 3 at the most. So it is a community facility, but also you have the opportunity to do a completely solo workout if you're that kind of person. So there's no gym intimidation that they come by. So that's
gym
that's
intimidation, which kind of brings up one of the questions that I had. I'm kind of sort of familiar with exercise equipment because I like to do the rowing machine and things of this nature, and spinning, of course, the setting on the bike, if you will. If a person is, maybe they're just old school gym where they just didn't do equipment stuff, how do they overcome or maybe have the courage to try the rowing machine and things of this nature? How does that work for either one of you? You know, do you just twist their arm and say, get in there and do it? Or
No, absolutely not.
Well, the reason I asked that is because when I went to the studio the other day, I went to Hotworx. Jenna and Delrae were very gracious. They were basically holding my hand and saying, okay, Steve, this is where you put your feet on this type of equipment. You were very accommodating. I mean, the equipment is similar, but yet you were there, and I'm sure you would do the same for anybody else who's not familiar with certain pieces of equipment. With my long legs, we need to make certain adjustments and stuff, but you're able to do that. So my point is, you just don't throw somebody into the room and say, okay, that's the machine, have fun, we'll see you in 12 minutes.
No. We also promote at Hotworx to go at your own best pace. So what that means is if you need to come in and, you know, you jump on the rowing machine and you're not feeling it much that day, you can just crank it down to low tension and do your own thing, or you could follow the virtual instructor and do her workout. I've got many people, like I said, they just come in and they'll turn her down and they'll do their own workout. We want it to be what you want it to be. So, and if there's something, any questions, we're there to help. We want to make it the best fit for each individual person.